Vietnam is my favorite movie, and I was bold enough to become the main character 4 times now. She wrote me the greatest story I've ever told, one I'll never forget. I found myself saying, "That's the coolest thing I've ever seen," feeling overwhelmed with things I didn't know possible. I found myself drinking with locals, was understanding nothing but everything at the same time, wishing the night would never end. I found myself feeling at home and falling in love with a place I never even thought I'd visit. I found myself inspiring kids and at the same time being inspired. I got lost, only to find myself in the process. Have you ever been 30,000 feet in the sky questioning what an experience is going to be like? You might find yourself in the back of a taxi watching your life flash before your eyes, or watching the sunset over the border of China, listening to the cicadas sing so loudly you can't hear your thoughts. The border of China, man, I'm staring over into China. You might find yourself meeting people you'll never forget.
Welcome to my vlog.
And if you come with me, we'll drive through a sunset that will bring you to tears. This is Vietnam, and I'm bringing you along for the ride from Saigon to Ha Giang. Welcome to Vietnam.
So I am on a boat leaving Saigon, going up the coast of Vietnam, and now I'm taking this ferry across the Saigon River. You can see it's completely packed full of people and buses and all this stuff. 4,500 dong, and I have to drive another hour to catch another ferry to go to a different area in Vietnam. Yeah, so we have made it to the coast. This is gonna take us to, y'all can't see that, but Vung Tau. It costs like 125,000 dong. I'm out here in the real Vietnam now. On my faithful steed here, we are headed across the ocean to the other area of Vung Tau. So I came upstairs because there's air conditioning, and you can see there's a bunch of people up here, but I thank God for all those years on cruise ships too, because I hear people vomiting in the bathrooms. Yo, it's some of the craziest boats I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know how some of them were like floating. They look like they're just hanging on by a thread. Absolutely nuts. We are pulling in here to Vung Tau. Welcome to Vung Tau. So that was a quick trip, man. One of the prettiest streets I've ever seen, like in all of Vietnam. It's beautiful. I just pulled over and got some of this fresh pineapple. It was 20K. It was less than $1. My Vietnamese friends over here. And yeah, we're gonna get on the road. Let's go. Guys, this trip has been incredible. It's been so beautiful, man, this drive. It feels so good to be like driving solo through Vietnam again.
Have you ever fallen in love with the unknown? Fallen in love with each curve? Fallen in love with sights unseen?
So I pulled over, you can see the beach.
Sometimes you do see things that you never expected to see. Sometimes you take part in things that only you've taken part in. The feeling of isolation, the feeling of being alone in a foreign country, that deep-rooted connection you feel when you're by yourself. It's indescribable.
When I think of Vietnam, I think of a feeling and an emotion. And unless you've been to Vietnam, you're not really gonna understand what I'm talking about. This is the real Vietnam. This isn't Ho Chi Minh. This isn't Hanoi. I'm in rural Vietnam. I haven't seen or spoken to anybody who speaks English in days. So I'm on my bike right now, which has just been giving me all kinds of trouble ever since I got it in Hanoi. And it took forever to get it started. And I'm like really worried. Traveling solo through Nam is no joke, man. Been a minute since I've kind of felt like, oh wow, you know, I'm struggling out here. But
you know, that's all part of the traveling experience, and that's what makes it more special, is the stories that only you can tell and the things that you overcome on your solo travel journeys. All right, guys, so I'm in some tiny, small Vietnamese town. These kids wanted to get a selfie with me, yeah, and so we take selfies when we're in Vietnam. So thanks, guys. Cảm ơn, tạm biệt. But we actually made it onto a paved road. So beautiful, all the different lush greens of Vietnam, and you know, everything that you see and all the little back roads and everything that you go through really makes the trip on the motorcycle. Hello. Found these beautiful lakes. Had to pull over and see it. It reminds me so much of Tennessee, where I'm from. You nervous to speak English now? Nah, all right, they were just speaking English. They don't want to speak English anymore. Guys, I just got stopped by the Vietnamese police. They like pulled up on a motorcycle, one on the back. They had a camera and everything, told me to pull over. You can tell I'm kind of shaken up. I was never expected to get stopped by the police in Vietnam, especially in the middle of nowhere on the way to Ha Giang. All right, so I found a room for the night. It's getting increasingly more dangerous. They started weed eating outside 6:30 in the morning. It's 6:30 in the morning, bro. I didn't go to bed till 1 a.m. I don't believe it, 900,000 Vietnamese dong. They were threatening to take both my licenses. I told them I didn't have the money. They were threatening to take my license. Then they threatened to take my bike when I tell them I don't have the money. Real turn off for Vietnam.
Have you ever heard that your life flashes before your eyes just before you're about to go? Well, if it does, I want my time spent in Vietnam to flash in slow motion.
Guys, we made it to Ha Giang. Doing 8.5 hours through Vietnam on a motorcycle is not easy.
I want to sit at a coffee shop and have a cafe soda. I want to engage with the Vietnamese locals. I want to drift away. Take me back.
Xin chào.
Xin chào.
Bạn tên là gì?
Mình tên là Nhung.
Tôi tên là Josh.
Dạ,
Yeah,
rất
yep.
đẹp trai.
Look at this. Look at what is behind me. Tell me that that is not the most unbelievable thing you have ever seen. We are just getting started, yo. I just realized I left my key in my bike. Guys, I'm here at Heaven's Gate, one of the most beautiful places on the Ha Giang Loop. I was just stopped by the police again, man, but I actually spoke some Vietnamese to them and they let me off scot-free. I took a photo with them. They wouldn't let me take a photo with them earlier, but these guys let me take it. Life is incredible, man. I'm 31. Look at this view behind me. Look at this view behind me, guys. I'm telling you, life is meant to be lived, bro. Get out and see the world, whether you come to Vietnam, whether it's outside your back door, bro. Get out and live your life, man. It's so short. You can see we have made it, and this is where we're gonna be staying tonight. Clock by, I think, clock by, but I mean, come on, guys. Look at the view of Ha Giang, the Ha Giang Loop. Boom. And yeah, the Vietnamese like to drink, man. And they're saying, and I have no idea what's going on, but yes. Guys, I have to wake up, earn my morning gratitude.
You know, there's a beautiful interview with Anthony Bourdain, whom I've mentioned in prior videos. He basically said, you know, he could never go back to having American breakfast after having spicy noodles for breakfast here in Vietnam.
I'm out here on top of the world, just feeling incredible, man. I mean, look at these views behind me, the view. It's one of those things, man, that it's like, is life even real? You know, there's some things you see in life that make you question if, like, your whole existence. Is this really even real behind me? Xin chào. Xin chào, say hello. I just found this flower field out here in the mountains. Absolutely breathtaking. Damn, it's getting hot. It's getting hot out here, guys.
I've had so many moments in Vietnam where I'd look towards the sky and just envision flying away. I've never felt more free. I've never felt more at home.
So we're driving toward the border of China. Just wanted to pull over and take it in and just realize how fortunate I am to be here, seeing things that most people will never see in their entire lives, and to be back, man, you know, to be present and to be back. We made it, man. Lung Khu flagpole. That's a big ass Vietnamese flag. You see this little fence right here? This is the border of China. The border of China, man. I'm staring over into China. We're here. The northernmost point of Vietnam.
To stand in Vietnam and watch the sunset in China is a gift I'll never take for granted.
I've never seen a more marvelous sight in my life, guys. To be standing here and you can see on this ridge, it's all a fence. It's all, you can see it running across. We have to say farewell to Lung Khu for now. I need to make it back to Dong Van. I got I don't know, probably about 2 hours to get there, so I need to get there and find a place to stay, take a shower, and get some laundry done, and get some food. It's been a heck of a day. About to stay here in Dong Van, 250K. Not sure why there are 2 beds, but whatever. I had 3 of them cafe sodas. Those things slap. I got tweaked out now on the caffeine. That's the most strongest cafe soda I've had since being in Vietnam. Yeah, man, we're leaving Dong Van. On top of the world here. If I were to fall off one of these things that I'm standing on, that's bye-bye, Josh. Woo! Up in the clouds. All right, guys, so we just drove down this huge, long road. You can see how beautiful this water is, crystal clear. The Vietnamese, we're going for a swim, man. Xin chào. See, yeah, they inspired to get jacked. Yeah. Who else could say they got a problem with the Vietnamese kids down here on the river? You know, the foreigners. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. You can start to see, like, they're stepping down. These are the rice fields, I assume. You can hear the bugs and everything. Just kind of out here all by myself, which is what makes it really special. The world is mine. I feel like the world is mine, man. I have no idea if I took the right road. Don't really care. These cool cats were just sitting here on the side of the bridge. Let me take a video of them. Some of the prettiest green I've ever seen in my life. Drive an hour out of the way, only to find some of the prettiest views that I've seen yet. You know, there's something special about each little turn in the Ha Giang loop. You never know what you're gonna see. I can honestly say that this little road right here is the scariest road I've ever been up in my life. I just had to pass somebody on this road and I thought for sure that we were both gonna die.
I try really hard to explain why Vietnam is my favorite country in the world when people ask, and I fail to put it into words every single time. There's some things that are just, it's a feeling, and words do it no justice.
How do you describe that mountain after mountain after mountain after mountain? The sun is setting, the sky is orange, I'm in Vietnam. So I'm stuck here on the side of the road. They're doing construction here. Please they resolve this soon because, yeah, I need to get on the road. But these guys are gonna show me where the guest house is, so, and good food. All right, guys, so I made it to a homestay. I was finally able to get some laundry done. I'm gonna get some food here. Woo! Just caught that mosquito. Actually, apparently I didn't.
Not a bad breakfast to kickstart the morning before we get on our last day of the loop here.
It's hot. We're back in the mountains though, so it feels a little bit cooler. Pulling over, taking the sights. Had to, you know, take a deep breath and realize I've been on this loop. This is day number 4. So I ended up taking the wrong road, and I was like, yo, I've seen some of this stuff before. So I turned back around, drove back through Yen Man. And yeah, man, I mean, sometimes you get lost when you're solo traveling. Sometimes you just take the wrong road. Sometimes you just don't know where you're going. These little things that you find when you take the road less traveled, that make all the difference, you know. Truthfully, you know, I think that, like, you got to do that in life. You got to take risks. You got to take chances. Take the road less traveled, man. You never know what you're gonna find. It's gonna make the story all the better. I got some duck friends. They're bathing. I'm gonna bathe.
Oh, is it really a solo backpacking trip if you don't shower in the river in Vietnam? Is it?
Well, they came down here to bathe too, so they understand it's hot. We both got a dip. I don't know how clean this water is now, but nonetheless, pretty cool. The trip is almost over, guys. I can't believe how quickly 4 days goes. I've already been in Southeast Asia for a month. It'll be a month tomorrow. Just time flies, but man, 4 days on the Ha Giang Loop. It has been a heck of a trip. Take every turn. Take every turn. Go up the mountain. Just do it, man. Take every turn, man. We all got Google out here. Take your turn. You're not gonna get lost. 10 kilometers left, man. Bittersweet. I've made it back where it all started. And all I wanted was some Vietnamese pineapple. I'm just gonna sit here on the side of the road and eat this entire pineapple. So the best part about being in a foreign country is not knowing what the hell's going on. I have no idea what I'm witnessing behind me. I'm the only foreigner here. Hello, hello. Yeah. I can't do it. Yeah.
Vietnam is for the travelers. It's for the dreamers. It's for the people who dare to take the road less traveled. I've never been the same since traveling this country. And after coming here 4 times, I grow a little more and learn a little more about myself and things that I didn't even know I didn't know. It's a humbling situation, and it's something I'll forever be grateful for, and it's something that I hope you get to experience for yourself someday. Welcome to Vietnam, and thanks for supporting my work.